Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Down the shop today, trolling motor's been acting up a little bit lately. When I step on the momentary button to go, it's not wanting to work. Um, I can turn it on constant on and set the speed to whatever, and it works with no problem. Spot lock works with no problem. It's just during the momentary, right? Which, I mean, that's what I use 99.9% of the time. So as a mechanic is trade, I like to take stuff apart and see if I can figure it out myself, and if I can, great, and if not, well, we're buying new parts, right? So, but I don't think we're buying new parts on this. I was going to start diving into the underside down here, as you can see, but something told me, wait a second, to look at the little switch, and underneath your pedal, can you all see that? Under the pedal right here, this is the momentary switch. You can push up on it and you get to come through up here. Up top there is the pedal itself. The button sits right here. You push in on this tab, it comes out. There's a spring that comes out with it, so keep an eye on that. Set that off to the side. On this switch, I understand how switches work. When you push it, there should be a click, right? Or, well, not so much a click. This one works on a magnet, is what it is. The old Minn Kota or old motor guides used to work on a switch, right? A pressure switch. These are actually magnetic. They work on a magnet. Doing a little bit of research, what I found was you can actually stand on it too hard and it'll push down inside this little plastic sleeve. I don't know if you can see that, but it's down inside that sleeve. So what I'm gonna do is take a screwdriver in there and I'm gonna push that up a little bit. Need to make sure I don't come up too high, because if you come up too high, then you make constant contact to the magnet and it stays on. So you gotta find that little happy medium spot, right? So I'm gonna take an old screwdriver. Be careful not to mess up these wires. Get inside that gap. Push that up just a little bit, if you can. Apparently I mashed on that pretty good. This down in there. There it goes. Nope, missed it. There it goes. So you see, now it's way too high. I'm gonna push it down a little bit. Right there should be good, I think. Yep, we'll call that good. Put the spring back on, which the spring goes right up here above it, right? This snaps back down in place. Let me do that first. Snap that back down in place where it goes. Then the spring goes on there. This little tab fits in this side here. That tab, you push it in and it goes in over there. That should work. Now, one way to test it, we gotta go back here to the back of the boat, turn on the power to the trolling motor, hit the button and see what happens. Here we go. So I've got it off just in case. So what we'll do is, you see that's running without me pushing the button. So that tells me I've got the button too high. So I'll make an adjustment here. turn that off, turn that off. Let's push down on that just a little bit. Okay. Put this back in. Turn my power back on. Okay. So power's back on. I've turned it up to 2 or 3. My prop is not spinning. I'm gonna push the button. Let go of the button. Push the button. Let go of the button. There you go. Super simple fix. Makes life easy, you know. That's, well, beautiful. There we go. All right. So super simple fix. Don't be scared to get in there and start messing with stuff. Unless you're messing with wiring, if you don't know what you're doing, stop what you're doing and stop messing with wiring. You gotta know what you're doing there, because electricity hurts. Okay, but something like this normally is something simple. You know, if everything else is still working and one thing's not like that, it's normally something really simple. It can be, you know, either the switch itself is bad, the busted wire, which is what I was expecting to find, but it wasn't a busted wire. Or it could be like this, with it being a magnetic switch, is pushed down too far. So it was only making contact when I leaned forward on it. I could get a little bit of contact when I pushed down on the heel, where you don't have as much pressure on the toe. It wasn't making contact, so it wasn't working. But that's working. I mean, I don't have to put hardly no pressure on it at all. Hopefully y'all can see that. Just right there, and it's running. So that might be a little too high. That might be a little too high still, but it'll go down over time. All right. If you're on the water and something happens, your trolling motor stops working, this is probably what it is. If I'd have known that the other day, I could have fixed it really quick. But I've been messing with it for a couple days now, trying to get it, you know, completely figured out. So figured out what it was. Want to make sure I let you all know, so you know you can save yourself on the water, save yourself some cost at a boat dealership trying to get stuff fixed, you know, at a mechanic shop, because mechanics are not cheap. But anyway, hope this helps you out. Hope this keeps you on the water, and I'll see you on the water.